Hello and welcome to this video on tips for potty training a highly sensitive child. Toilet learning can be challenging for any child, but for a highly sensitive child, it can be particularly difficult. So you're going to hear me use potty and toilet and learning and training interchangeably throughout this video. Just know that I mean the same thing for all of those above. We are coming at this from a viewpoint of connection parenting or gentle parenting. This isn't the place you're going to find forced training, no matter the language that I'm using to describe this process. So before jumping into tips, I do want to remind you that parents can't enforce a timeline. Potty training happens at different ages for different children in their own time. But to be successful, it is nice to have some tips to start with. So here are our top 8 tips. Build familiarity. Start by introducing your child to the potty gradually. Let them explore it and get comfortable with the idea. Not all potty training books or methods are actually going to recommend this, but I think it's a good idea for highly sensitive children to have this exposure before any expectations of use. Today's video is sponsored by Bemis. Thank you, Bemis, for being our sponsor. The Bemis toilet seat is actually a great option to reduce the clutter in the bathroom while allowing the opportunity to expose your child to a toddler seat. Positivity. Use positive reinforcement, such as praise, to encourage your child to use the toilet. Here's the tricky part. Don't overdo it. There is definitely a happy medium of encouraging your child with verbal praise and affirmations, but I would avoid getting too jumpy, too excited, too loud, because these can actually cause a highly sensitive child to be fearful because being surprised or even overstimulated from big potty celebrations can cause them to have negative associations despite your best attempt to be congratulatory. Visual supports. Consider using visual aids such as pictures or charts to help your child understand the process and maybe to track their progress. Using social stories or books about using the toilet can be a very tangible way to understand this new concept for our little ones. I have heard of some people having success with using a reward chart or a sticker chart and getting a sticker for every pee or poo or even an M&M or a candy. I would use caution with these methods and really your best judgment if you think it'll work for your child. Some highly sensitive children may actually feel added pressure and potentially even invoked anxiety because of the need to perform for the sticker chart, for the candy, for you, whatever. So if you try it and it seems to be doing more harm than good, I would stop using it, take a pause from the toilet learning, adjust, and try something different. Meet sensory needs. Address any sensory issues that may be making this process more difficult for your child. For example, maybe the toilet paper is, they are not liking the feeling of it, they're bothered by it. Try a different toilet paper. Try going back to wet wipes instead. Consider what other sensory needs could be met to make the toileting experience even easier for the child. The use of a secure and stable toilet seat was really important for my highly sensitive child. You know those seats that sit on the top of the potty? That made my child so nervous because of the slight movement when getting on. And the small toilet seats, or the small toilets that sit on the floor, they can be good for some kids, but for us, it just was very cumbersome in our already small bathroom. And honestly, it was a pain to clean. So the Bemis toilet seat, it was secure, it was so convenient, and it was much easier to clean. So it really was the best fit for my child and for me. We also use a stool under the toilet to get best positioning for elimination. And you can try out sensory lights in the bathroom instead of the bright light, or even using fidget toys. I'd love for you to share in the comments below what sensory additions you've made to your bathroom for your highly sensitive child. Be consistent. Potty training is all about starting a new routine and making sure you stick to it. Be consistent when and where you expect your child to use the potty so they can learn and get into a routine. Teaching your child that it's time to go to the potty after meals, after waking up from a nap, before going to bed, or even like how we use restroom breaks in the daycare or to school. Even if you're at home, implement that similar structure. I mentioned social stories earlier, but this is another great way that you can talk about the structure and routine is through using social stories. You can certainly make your own social story, which would be awesome with real pictures from your bathroom or your child's clothes or underwear. But you can also find social stories online. Just Google toilet learning social story or look up the same on Teachers Pay Teachers. Make it fun. Make potty training a fun activity for your child by providing them with age-appropriate tools and toys to use when they're on the potty. This can include potty books, it can include fidget toys. Just having a basket of things ready to go can be very handy. This can also be where a sticker chart may work for some kids, but again, keep in mind that it might not be the best fit for many highly sensitive children. Also think about your body language and your mindset going into toilet learning. Highly sensitive children are very intuitive and can read your body language and your feelings probably better than we give them credit for. So for this reason, it's really important to go into toilet learning with low expectations and an open mind that you're ready to pause, you're ready to make adjustments as needed. Avoid punishment. Don't punish your child if they don't get it right, or if they take a while, or if they make mistakes. This can lead to negative feelings and make potty training even more difficult. Instead, provide encouragement, be patient, be understanding. Your highly sensitive child may need more time and support than other children to master potty training. Regression is normal for all kids and doesn't last forever. So when accidents occur, just gently reassure your child that they'll do better next time. Let your child take the lead. Don't pressure your child to do more than they're ready for. Highly sensitive children can be willing to please, which means you may be tempted to try potty training your very smart and very intuitive little one early. But keep in mind that highly sensitive children can get overly focused and even anxious about using the toilet, and this can prolong toilet learning for months. So if potty training isn't working, stop. Stop talking about it with your child. Stop putting them on the potty seat. Refocus on life outside the bathroom just to provide a good break from potty learning and relieve some of that stress around it. Potty training, it's a developmental skill that has absolutely nothing to do with your child's intelligence, nor necessarily with your plan. So if it's not working right now, just relax and take some time off. It's also important, on another note, to offer your child control in other areas of their day-to-day life. So if your child is resisting efforts to potty learn, assess your day and see where you could allow your child to make more choices. For example, let your child choose what to wear for the day, provide a few choices of activities that you're going to do that day and let them pick, or give them choices for lunch. So as you provide more choices throughout the day, your child may be less inclined to resist potty training. Remember, every child is different. What works for one child may not work for another. So with patience, understanding, and a little bit of creativity, you can help your highly sensitive child successfully navigate the potty learning process. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.